Women's Championship WSL 2 rebrand is really annoying to me because it feels like the very conservative and also Americanized rebrand of football. So, for context, the WSL is the top division in women's football. It's Women's Super League in England, obviously. And the second division was the Women's Championship. Championship is the same name as is used in the men's second division. They decided let's rebrand it back to the WSL2, and the rebrand is just taking away from this very sporting look of the championship and made it this like it feels like a commercial for shampoo, just this design here. Like even the font doesn't give sports here, it gives shampoo commercial, if you know what I mean. And I feel like it is this very conservative view of women and of sports that, oh, women and sports, obviously we need to make it look super what a conservative would describe as feminine. And femininity isn't a bad thing, but it's kind of the perception of it. I mean, look at like pitch please, this kind of sticker for it. What that's giving like very 2000s high school liberal feminism idea of women. There's one that was like, I kick balls for a living. I'm like, that's not sporting. That's like what 2000s like bad movies thought women spoke like. Doing this whole thing where they wanted to feel like a festival, like a Taylor Swift concert. They even said we want to, go for the Taylor Swift fans. I'm like, why go for the football fans? Football is what it is because the fans are so passionate about it. People are going to go watch women's football because they want to go and watch football. They want to support their local team. They don't want to go for a festival atmosphere. They want to go for the football. You concentrate on the sporting aspect of the football. You don't see La Liga or the women's La Liga doing this. It's such an Americanized way of doing it because they've moved away from wanting to concentrate on the sporting aspect of football, which is, the biggest part of football that people, especially here in England, care about, and they want to go with this like festival party atmosphere when people who watch women's football just want to watch football. This WSL and WSL2 rebrand, I think, is just a very shoddy attempt of trying to Americanize our sports, trying to take the sports away from being a sport and make it more into a brand. It's how it's franchises, it's brands. They even want to potentially get rid of promotion and relegation, but that's a different matter. This is, I think, such a slap in the face of many of the footballers as well, because the WSL and WSL2 have some of the best footballers, like all time, right now. And instead of, really pushing the sport, the athleticism, the elite nature of the football, they're like, hey, let's go for a party atmosphere. And like you even had Everton being like the Goodison Park is going to be the women's stadium. Do you know what a big deal that is, or what the heritage, the football, the sporting nature, what the kind of thing like the WSL could really push? But instead they were like, haha, shampoo commercial font, guys. It feels like a regression. It's going back to this old conservative view of women having to be hyper feminine, and that hyper feminism is the way like these major brands view women as opposed to actually like caring about the women and how they can market to them instead of actually the sport, the nature, the passion.